एहसास की, विश्वास की, तभी तो चुन चुन कर सिर्फ बेहतरीन क्वालिटी ही आप तक पहुंचाई है और आज भी आपके साथ हैं जब देश में नई उम्मीद गुनगुनाई है। नेस्ले, 100 सालों से देश की जिंदगी का हिस्सा।
Are you looking for blue chip investments, ones that have a proven track record and given better returns? Choose to invest in ICICI Prudential Focused Blue Chip Equity Fund. It mainly invests your money in blue chip companies that have good growth potential. So if you're looking for long-term investments, aim to benefit by investing in ICICI Prudential Focused Blue Chip Equity Fund. To know more, consult your financial advisor or log on to ICICIPruMF.com. ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. तरक्की करें. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Welcome back. You're watching JNS in the stock game on ET Now. Okay, picking up steam for the frontline index right now, but lots of stocks that we will be focusing on and some auto sales numbers trickling in. Well, for the month of September, Eicher Motors total motorcycle sales, they just keep on surprising on the upside. It's up a good 59%, so that's clearly impressive with the total motorcycle sales at 44,491. In fact, clearly, you do have Royal Enfield, which has been doing the trick for the company of late. The management also has been sounding fairly upbeat about the prospects of that going forward. And it has been pretty strong. The auto sales have come in smart. And remember, even in the month of August, you did see the auto sales numbers up by almost 60%. So clearly, they have been very consistent when it comes to delivering. That's the only number I think we have with us at now. Okay, we have the total motorcycle exports as well, and very strong. It's up a good 56% at about 750 units, and the stock is clearly giving it a big thumbs up. Eicher Motors, just flagged that off for you on your screens, and it's holding out fairly well in an otherwise, remember, subdued market. Up by a good 108 bucks, 17,900 is where it's currently at. And of course, we've been talking about a lot of banks going ahead, biting the bullet actually, and undertaking base rate cuts. And Yes Bank is the next one to follow suit. It's a 25 basis points base rate cut. They've taken it effective rather from the 5th of October. So the base rate cut will be to about 10.25%. And remember, yesterday was the big news where you had private banking major Axis Bank too, which undertook a rate cut. SBI, of course, was the first one to get the ball rolling with that 40 basis points rate cut. You had Bank of India following suit, and now it's Yes Bank also, which has taken the initiative post the commentary and the dovish stance really coming in from the RBI governor just on Tuesday this week in the monetary policy after that 50 basis point surprise rate cut, as well as tinkering of some of the other liquidity measures. 725, that's where Yes Bank is currently perched at.
Okay, and other than watching out for Yes Bank, do watch out for HCL Technologies as well. The downtick coming in there after the management has put in a cautious word on their Q2 numbers, and CLSA on the back of that is still holding their confidence in the stock, maintaining a buy, target price 1200, cross-currency impact a tad higher. However, Kotak remains cautious, cutting target from 900 to 875. Margins cannot sustain in midterm without growth is their view. Goldman Sachs, meanwhile, is of the view that client-specific issue as well as forex may impact the Q1 of FY16 growth.
Okay, meantime, check in on Maruti, which put out its auto sales numbers. Total sales at 1.13 lakh units, up about 3.7%. Exports, though, rather disappointing, down by almost 26.6%, sluggish at 7,676 units, and the stock is bearing the brunt.
Watch out for IDFC as it demerges into IDFC Bank today, and fixes October 5th as a record date to transfer shares. Also would be a lock day post the record date, and IDFC Bank would be kick-starting lending operations from October 1st. That's today.
Okay, meantime, check in on Titan. The stock has recovered, and how, but the management has been very cautious, confirming a weak quarter. Credit Suisse also says that is what the big takeaway was. They expect a major dip in jewelry sales. CLSA also believes that the next quarter could in fact be the worst ever due to discontinuation of the golden harvest scheme.
Watch out for Everready as well as it increases battery prices by about 5%. Smart uptick coming in on the stock 1% higher at this point of time.
Subin Life Sciences very active today as it has received 3 product patents in New Zealand, Singapore and the US.
Do watch out for Reliance Power as well as its mulling Indonesia mine sale, and on the back of that, do watch out for the stock 2% higher at this point of time.
Kalpatarupa has received new orders and the quantum is fairly hefty. It's close to 781 crores plus and the stock is clearly giving it a big thumbs up.
Redington, big boost coming in for the stock as it would be selling iPhone 6 and 6S from October 16th, doing pretty well in today's session as well, 2.5% higher.
And it's a new order win for Kilburn Engineering worth close to 78 crores. The stock is clearly upbeat on the back of that news.
Okay, let's now put the spotlight on BNSN, the stock game, and quickly run you through the rules of the game. Our 3 market experts have been given a notional amount of 5 lakh rupees each. They will invest this money in 4 stocks. At the end of each trading day, they will have to churn their portfolio by discarding 2 stocks and adding 2 new stocks. Also, if a particular target or stop loss has been triggered, analysts will have to change that particular stock. Goes on from Monday to Friday, and on the last trading day of the week, we calculate the total profit or loss and declare our winner. Let's then introduce the participants for this week, and we have Mitul Shah of Affluent Shares, Rakesh Bansal of RK Global, Jay Thakkar of Sher Khan. Gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the stock game. And first up, let's discuss Rakesh Bansal's portfolio. Rakesh, let's first discuss your call on Amara Raja batteries. You've placed a target of 1,075. Tell us, what is it that you like about Amara Raja?
Yeah, good morning Kamya, Avan and to all ET Now viewers. If you see, like, I've retained Amara Raja battery from yesterday, the chart structure is clearly positive. Stock is now making higher tops, higher bottoms. I feel the big correction we have seen is now over. Now stock is on a edge of making a new lifetime high in next 1 to 1.5 months. I feel stock is an excellent buy at current levels. On the downside, from the trading perspective, I feel 973 is an excellent support. One should place a stop loss below 973, and my target on the upside is 1075.
Okay, those are some of the levels to map out. Clearly on Amara Raja, a stock that is holding out fairly well in the green. Mitul, let's nail it down to the first recommendation that you have, and that is on Siemens. What kind of target are you watching out for over here? And do you think that this one stands out in comparison to the peers in its space?
Actually, Siemens was from last 1 month, it was trading in a 1 range. That was on upside, it was 1300, lower side it was 1200. So yesterday it has given a good breakout above 1300, and once it is if the follow through comes, we are looking at a big target of around in medium term 1500 to 1700. For the show, my target is 1400 with a stop loss of 1290.
Okay, let's discuss Jay Thakkar's portfolio as well. And Jay, let's discuss first stock, Dabur India. You like that stock, placed a buy call. A target price of 284. Why a buy call on Dabur India? Jay, if you can hear me and run us through your rationale behind the investment for Dabur India. Okay, I guess Jay can't hear us, but let's move on and discuss Rakesh Bansal's next pick, which is a Bank Nifty futures. Rakesh, a lot of volatility being seen in Bank Nifty. What is it that makes you place a bullish stance here?
Well, Kamya, I feel like Bank Nifty is coming out of an excellent accumulation. Bank Nifty is making a good base at lower levels. On the lower levels, if you see, like 17,000, 17,050 levels are an excellent base. It's coming out of excellent accumulation, is on an edge of a breakout. I feel like once Bank Nifty crosses 17,500, 17,550 barrier, we are likely to see a big breakout there. At that, after breakout, we are likely to see a target of 18,000 and upside, and that's the reason. Like, it's in an accumulation, trading near the support zone. I think one should utilize declines to buy into the Bank Nifty futures at current levels. From the trading perspective, I feel one should place a stop loss at 17,050 levels, and once 17,550 levels are taken up on the upside, we might see a level of 18,000 on upside.
Okay, that's a call coming in on Bank Nifty futures, and clearly been an underperformer, not been doing too well in comparison to the frontline index, but Rakesh believes that it is a buy call. Still, he's in fact pegging a target of about 18,000. Mitul, clearly some of our experts have been betting on, the pharma names in light of the volatility. You've got a Glenmark on your list for targets of 1120. Do you think that this one is the best stock, and would you, initiate a buy recommendation at the current levels itself?
Yes, of course. Mid-cap pharma, all the mid-cap pharma is looking very good. They were from the last 1 month, they were on all on the consolidation phase. Yesterday, most of them has given a good breakout, especially Glenmark and Ajanta Pharma. Yesterday itself, Glenmark has made a new 1 month high. So if the follow-through comes from here, so it is most likely to we can see at least 20 to 25% on the upside on the medium term. 1250 if I am looking for the medium term. For the show, my target is 1120 with a stop loss of 1020.
Okay, that's a call coming in on Glenmark Pharma, which is holding out, gaining just about 0.25%, even though most pharma stocks are doing very well in today's session. Let's discuss Jay's portfolio then. And Jay, we couldn't connect with you the first time, but let's discuss Dabur India. You placed a buy call on that one with a target price of 284. Also Lawson and Tubro. Tell us, what is it that makes you bullish on both these stocks, and is this a short-term call?
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, absolutely. It's a short-term trading bet, and I think that Dabur, the way it has been forming a good triangular pattern, I think this symmetrical triangular pattern is expected to provide a breakout on the upside. The reason being is that we have seen it reversing from an oversold region, and I expect the momentum to come into the buy mode again on the weekly charts. The daily as well as the hourly momentums are already in the buy mode. The stock is trading above its short-term averages, so I think it is expected to inch towards the levels of 284 in the very near term, whereas for the medium term, I guess it can inch towards the levels of 295. 269 is a very good support on this. L&T has fallen in a 5-wave declining structure, which is quite visible on the weekly charts, and generally when we see this kind of a 5-wave declining structure, we get this 3-wave bounce or the retracement on the other side of the entire fall. Hence I expect L&T to inch towards the levels of 1504, and I think in today's session in fact it moved above the levels of 1490, but then just because of some profit booking in the index as well as the heavyweights, I think it has again come back to the levels of 1475.80. But however, I expect it to inch towards the levels of 1504.
Okay, L&T, that's the word coming in on the stock price, but more importantly, Kotak Mahindra Bank should be the stock on your screens. Just on the heels of the news coming about Yes Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank too has followed suit. It has in fact cut its base rate by the same quantum, 25 basis points to 9.5%, and this is also effective October 5th. The slew of banking names, as we've been flagging off, have been coming about one by one and going ahead and slashing their base rates. 649, that's where the stock is currently perched at. But let's move right on then on BNS and the stock game and discuss the next recommendation. Rakesh, pharma features on your list as well, and it's Ajanta Pharma that you've picked out.
Well, Avan, Ajanta Pharma was going to a big correction, and yesterday we have seen a big breakout on a daily chart, and yesterday's breakout clearly suggests that the correction is over now. We are likely to see a big up move on the stock. From the trading perspective, from the game show, I feel stock was an excellent buy in the morning trade. One should place a stop loss at 1440 level, and one should hold the buying side position for a target price of 1545 on the upside.
Okay, that's a call coming in on Ajanta Pharma. At this point of time, that's a call by Rakesh Bansal. Mitul, let's discuss your third pick, which is also Ajanta Pharma, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it is. So a common pick there. Would you concur with Rakesh's thoughts on Ajanta Pharma, and what more would you add to it?
Yes, of course, I agree with Rakesh ji that this is a very good call, and actually if you see the last 1 month, it was consolidated in the 1400 to 1300 range. Yesterday it has given a good breakout with a good volume. Even I feel we can see at least 1700 to 1750, which is a new high for this. And for the show, my target is 1550, and with a stop loss of 1444. It's a all the mid cap pharma, if you see, they have given a good breakout yesterday. So it suggests that something is going in the mid cap pharma space, and one has to be in it. And this is one of the good call. I feel that Ajanta Pharma is likely to go to 1700 in a medium term.
Okay, 1700, that's the target price, fairly aggressive on an Ajanta Pharma, a bullish call coming in there, and clearly you have Rakesh as well as Mitul, which are giving the stock a big thumbs up, currently at about 1517. Jay, it's not pharma, but it's another stock that you picked out, oil and gas, Deep Industries.